I'm hearing different stories. I'm hearing different things, and you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing things, and it's one of them I kind of like, I'm resting on that maybe that could be it. But, and it's crazy because I thought social media was gonna grab the other situation and tie them together. What's our guy? I don't know why I forget his name. He's on Blueface Daddy song.
Wait.
The song that, what's my guy? I don't know how I forget his name. I don't know how I always forget his name. It's my guy too. He lives down in Miami. But something popped up between him, his girl, and Tori. It popped up like a couple days after the stuff. What is his name?
The song's called Daddy by Blueface.
Yeah.
And featuring what, Rich the Kid?
Rich the Kid.
Okay.
Sorry, Rich. But something popped up on social media where it was some accusations about Rich the Kid's girl and Tori.
Yeah, she Instagrammed something about Tori paying her rent or something, or weird, stop calling me, and then she said she was hacked, and I don't know.
But what was crazy is you had a narrative going on with Tori that Tori allegedly was trying to do something with the dude's girl in prison.
I mean, what can you do with a dude's girl in prison? You're in prison.
It's a whole lot you could do with a dude's girl.
You could make phone calls. What else can you do?
You can take her.
Yeah, I mean, you could try from prison, I guess.
That's Tory Lanez.
I guess.
One dude got life. One dude is Tory Lanez.
Okay.
Now,
who got life?
The Mexican dude got life. He got
okay.
Life. He got life.
Okay, what does that have to do with Tory Bricks?
I'm gonna tell you what that got to do with it.
Okay.
You got a dude with life, and he got a girl. Maybe 20% of the lifers got women. That's his lifeline to the streets.
Okay.
That's his packages. That's his voice. That's the only thing he has to psych himself out to look forward to seeing that he'll never probably see. She may be coming to visit him. This is the closest thing he has to the free world.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you got a guy like Tory Lanez. Big entertainer, millionaire, has a date, looking at getting out, who could possibly, not saying he would pay her any attention once he's home, disrupt dude's motion. In prison, that's worth killing somebody for.
So you think that dude's girlfriend made eyes at Tory Lanez, and because of that...
It wasn't eyes. I believe it was conversations going on.
But you're not talking about Tory. You're not talking about Rich the Kid's wife.
We're talking about Tori.
Tori.
We're back in prison.
We're back in prison again.
See, the thing, when Tori got stabbed and that narrative was out there about why dude stabbed him over his girlfriend.
Well, he didn't say that. He said that he thought Tori was going to kill him. That's why he stabbed him.
That's just some bullshit that just came out.
Okay.
No. The original narrative was dude was making passes at my girl. This was the original narrative.
Okay.
3-4 days later, after the incident, the Rich the Kid thing pops out. We're in Miami. I tell R&B, I say, yo, they gonna tie these two together. They gonna have a field day. But I think because Rich the Kid kind of stopped responding, he let it go, it kind of went away. But I'm hearing in Tory's defense that Tory gave warning to the other individual, hey, your girl's a little out of order. Right?
Okay.
Now, we all know what's gonna happen when the other individual gets on the phone with the girl, with the lady. What's she gonna say?
You know,
yo, Tory told me that you're a little out of order, like you kind of like trying to like get at him or shoot at him. What is the lady gonna say?
Click.
No. She's gonna say, no, It was the other way around.
Look.
No, listen.
Okay, I'm going to follow this. Go
She's
ahead.
going to say that.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, she's going to put it back on Tori.
She's going to put it back on Tori.
And then what's going to happen next?
What is he going to believe?
He's going to believe her. Right.
Now, in his mind, my hyena knows that I know. Screw that Tory. Hey, brother, I'm just letting you know, your chick, on the phone, called while I had the phone or whatever, and I happened to answer, and she knew it was me. I guess maybe she knows we do whatever we do with the phone or whatever, and she was a little out of order. I'm letting you know. Right? Mm-hmm. But when he put the call into her, she put it back on Tori. At this point in time, dude's under pressure. I can't have my woman thinking I'm a punk.
Let me go kill somebody. That'll prove it.
When you've been up in jail 2-3 days, taking and popping and doing God knows what, your mind will play out your wicked thoughts. Your mind will definitely play it out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the injuries were so serious that he had to be flown out to like Lancaster. Meaning that the hospital that was in the prison wasn't equipped to actually deal with his injuries. They were that
airlifted
severe.
In the Bakersfield or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably about 50 miles. Yeah, about a 50, 60-mile run, yeah.
Exactly. So I'm glad he's okay, man. People feel that I have some sort of...
We don't know if he's okay, bro.
Well, he's breathing.
Think about it.
He's still breathing.
What was Tupac's mother's concern when he was on a machine?
That he was going to be like that permanently?
Because it was going to affect his voice.
Right.
From my understanding, both his lungs collapsed back to back. One collapse came back, other collapse came back. So now I'm wondering, will that affect his voice?
Well, if it does, it does. But I can tell you this, I'm friends with the DOC, whose voice was seriously damaged during a car accident. And yeah, it would have been nice if he had his voice, but since that time, he had a child with Erykah Badu. He's been involved in a lot of great projects like The Chronic, 2001. I consider him a legend and a friend, and I think he's glad that he's alive, even without his voice.
Oh yeah, no, the DOC. Shout out DOC.
Yeah.
DOC, we considered him a Cali boy, but he really a Texas boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout out DOC.
Things happen, man. You lose your voice and life goes on. Life goes on. You figure it out.
One of my songs that's in my playlist is The Formula.
Yeah, with Dr. Dre.
Yeah, that's one of my go-tos.
Exactly.
Yeah.